What if the very chaos you've been running from, the poverty, the dysfunction, the addiction, the trauma, wasn't meant to destroy you, but to free you? What if spirit led you straight back to the womb, not to break you all over again, but to show you that this time you could stand? Today, I'm sharing a story of how I went from wounded child to whole soul. The initiation that set me. Welcome to the Powerfully You podcast. I'm your host, Sharitha. I help emotionally wounded, spiritually curious people heal from trauma and reclaim their voice so that they can stop people pleasing, start living their truth, and turn their pain into power. In this episode, I want to take you deep into a process that I didn't even know I was walking through until I got to the other side. Spirit brought me full circle, straight back into the chaos of my childhood, but with one difference. This time, I had the tools, the wisdom, and the love for myself that I never had back then. And because of that, I didn't just survive it, I was transformed by it. Chaos revisit. Life has a way of bringing us back to the very beginning. For me, it meant sitting in an environment that mirrored my childhood: poverty, addiction, dysfunction, mental illness. I felt like I was surrounded by everything that I had worked so hard to escape. At first, my instinct was the same as it has always been: control it, fix it, prove myself, run from it. That was the wounded child inside of me, still fighting for safety in the middle of dysfunction. But Spirit whispered, this is not punishment, this is recognition. We're showing you the same chaos, but this time you get to meet it differently. The root issue wasn't the chaos itself, it was my old beliefs that chaos meant I was unsafe, unworthy, or powerless. Ego, death, and surrender. This is where the war inside of me began. My ego wanted to survive the way it always had: fix, fight, escape. But my soul knew I didn't have to. That was the death of an old identity. It was the death of the fixer, the controller, the little girl who thought her worth was tied to holding everything together. And in that death, I found something I had never truly felt before: peace in the middle of chaos. I didn't need the environment to change. I didn't need people to get sober or money to magically appear or dysfunction to suddenly become functional. I just need to know that I was whole in the middle of it. That was the initiation, being reintroduced to my deepest wound so that I could finally stop running from it, stop trying to prove myself in it, and just be. From wounded child to the whole soul. This is where everything shifted. I realized that I wasn't being broken all over again. I was being reintroduced to the wound so I could heal it completely. That scared little girl inside of me, she finally got to hear, you're safe now. You don't have to fix it. You're okay, even here. That's inner child integration. That's soul revival. And once I could stand in the mess without trying to escape it, something powerful happened. I transmuted it. The same chaos that was used to drown me became proof of my strength. The same dysfunction that was used to define me became the backdrop for my peace. I saw that I didn't have to lose myself in order to love, or run away dry in order to be accepted, or chase stability outside of me in order to feel safe. I was the stability. I was the home. I was the wholeness I had been searching for my entire life. That's when I knew the wounded child had been set free, and in her peace stood a whole soul, untethered, unbroken, and unstoppable. Devil's advocate. Now I know some of you are thinking, but Sharitha, are you saying we should just accept poverty, addiction, dysfunction? That we should just sit in it and call it healing? Hell no. Let's be clear. Healing isn't about romanticizing suffering. It is not about staying in harm's way. It is about shifting your relationship to the energy so you're no longer controlled by it. See, if you can find peace in your chaos, then nothing outside of you can ever own your power again. You won't repeat cycles. You won't stay in toxic environments forever because the healed version of you doesn't need to control or fix to feel safe. You move because spirit leads you, not because trauma drives you. That's the difference. Healing doesn't trap you in chaos, it frees you from it. Reflective moment. Take a breath here, and I want you to ask yourself, where is life reintroducing me to an old wound right now? Do I still feel like I need to control, fix, or escape to survive? What would it feel like to simply be okay in the middle of it? Can I reparent my inner child in this moment? Let them know we are safe, we are worthy, we are whole. Sit with those questions, journal them. Let your own answers let your own answers rise. Final soul truth. Your wound was never meant to define you. It was never meant to it was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. The chaos was the chaos was not the chaos was not here to break you. It was here to initiate you. And now you can walk through the same storm that once drowned you and know that you are untouchable, unshakable, and unbreakable. That is freedom of a whole soul. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Powerfully You podcast. If this message resonated with you, let it remind you that your past doesn't get to dictate your worth or your future. You are whole, even here. You are powerful, even now, and you are free, no matter what's around you. Until next time, stay grounded, stay true, and stay powerfully